Hiya folks, welcome to the show. My name's the Glad and Gladiator, but you can call me Jake, and it's my mission to info dump about everything Disney animation on the internet. And today, whether we like it or not, we are here to watch Amphibia Season 3, Episode 16, The Three Armies, and the beginning of the end. I don't really know what to say here, except that these are the final 11-minute episodes of Amphibia. This is going to be the final time we ever get to see the characters just casually hanging out and going about their lives. The last time we just get to see Amphibia doing what it normally does before it all ends. I thought I could be okay with these last two episodes. I thought I could get through it and save the emotions for the finale, but the more I think about it, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Because, like, this is it. Just, like, after this, there's 2 episodes, and Amphibia is over. So, for those reasons, I got out the large tissues, the Andreas-sized tissues, because I might very well need them. The Three Armies goes back to what I thought the show was originally going to be back in Season 2, where I thought it was going to be building up to this massive war between the frogs, newts, and toads. But with how it's sounding, the Three Armies, it sounds like those forces are all going to join together to take down Andreas. And if we're going to be getting all the Newtopian forces, obviously we're going to see Yunnan again, and Olivia, and hopefully characters like Gertie and Priscilla the Killer. That really would be the kicker, because this entire last half of this season has been all about Season 1 continuity. So if they randomly just brought in some Season 2 continuity, that would just tip me over the edge into complete and utter despair. We've been here before, and part of me just wants to keep talking and talking, because then it doesn't have to end. But it has to. The show had a 3-season plan, and now we just gotta watch it stick the landing. But yeah, that's all I have to say, so let's jump right in for the second to last time. Okay, and here we go. Amphibia, Season 3, Episode 16A, The Three Armies. In 3, 2, 1. We're never going to see the intro again.
It's time for us to join up with our Newt and Toad allies! Woo!
Yeah?
But Duckweed's a Newt, Toadstool's a Toad, and you two have been happily living in Warwood for years.
Define happily.
Getting these guys together will be a cinch. You'll see. We just need to find those connection points.
You better be right. We don't have much time and a lot.
No, we don't. We do have no time.
But I draw the line at Newts. They'll steal your sword and then stab you in the back with it.
We've got some prejudices to deal with.
Guys, we need to work together if we're gonna stop Andreas. Let's just head down to the...
And, you know, stop you all from dying.
Who can fix 900 years of conflict in a day?
Who has 2 thumbs and is a neutral arbitrator who fell out of the sky?
Okay, I see a lot of nameless toads and newts. I don't see any named ones.
All of Andreas' power comes from this music box, so our best bet is to get it away from him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what? I have an idea! Let me guess. You want to bash in the front door, beat up anyone you see, and take the music box.
Would anyone like to hear my idea?
A frog with a battle strategy? Yes, what is it? Maybe paint a barn? Have a hoedown?
exercises. Okay.
Oh no, this is gonna give me flashbacks.
Everyone gather around in a circle and mimic my movements exactly.
Excuse me, what's the...
Enjoy it while you can, folks. This is the last time we get to see them all just hanging out together.
Next up, the three-legged race.
No! Tony, no! I really don't see how this can be fixed.
At least they don't have their weapons.
Did somebody say weapon?
I was right about the war. I was right about a war between all three factions.
Newts, to me! Tom, battle formation!
Come on, frogs. Do the best you can.
That's the attitude, Hot Pop. Power time! Oh my god, they've never seen this.
Probably should have led with the having powers thing.
Yeah.
I can't solve this problem for you. Only you can.
Okay, again, she didn't faint. She's getting better at that.
I thought I could help, but. Aw, Boom Choi. You did all you could. Now buck up, soldier. Figure out a new plan.
Oh.
We came up with a plan! Obadiah came to us and got us thinking. If Beatrix does her original plan and attacks Andreas's front door,
we can draw the attention of his forces, leaving a window for a small group to sneak in the back door and steal the music box while they're just...
And that includes Anne and Sasha, and that's when they meet Darcy. No!
We might not be able to forget the past, but if we work together, we might have a future.
I really love how Hot Pop is the de facto leader of the frogs. It's like, it feels like a follow-up of the Rebellion storyline from season 1.
Hello, young friends.
Oh!
He plans to invade Earth tonight.
You ready? You heard the lady. Let's move out.
No, I'm not ready. I am not ready. No, stop it right now.
Is now a good time to mention that we've also allied with an army of mushroom zombies?
Let's give him a minute.
Got it.
No, no, not yet. Oh boy. That was kind of a breather episode. It was kind of, you know, resolving one of the last major points that we had to address. Because we already saw in Grimes' Pupil how Sprig and Grime learn to get along and work through their biases and all, you know, like they said, the 999 years of prejudice. But, yeah. It was very interesting. I did love how Anne tries to tackle this serious and deep-rooted issue with trust exercises she learned at summer camp. It's like, you know, it does show that despite how much she's grown, she is still a kid at heart, and, you know, doesn't really fully grasp a lot of the issues that she seeks to address, if that makes any sense. It was amazing seeing Sasha just be so endlessly supportive of Anne, and even when she makes a mistake, like, she never got mad, she never slipped back into her old ways. It really showed just how much she has changed. As I mentioned, I love that Hot Pop has essentially become the de facto leader of the frogs, since, you know, he inspired the rebellion in season 1, which, you know, this feels like, it's poetry, it rhymes, it's so amazing. The Toad and Newt armies were all just, like, identical, nameless background characters. It's like we didn't see anyone that we kind of need to see. Everyone from the episode Scavenger Hunt that Anne made friends with in Utopia. We need to see Yunnan, Olivia, obviously they're going to come back in some way because they are important characters. And then Toads, like, you know, I know they split apart and went off to do their own thing, but I need to know that Percy and Braddock are okay. And the show has not told me they are okay yet. We were just getting right into that. Just, there was no time for stopping And Anne with the powers. Like, that is the first time anyone outside of the Planters, Sasha, and Grime has actually seen those. So, yeah, and didn't faint again. She did not faint this time. So it shows how she's really starting to gain a grasp on how to better control these, which is important because, you know, it's coming. The end is coming and they've got to be ready. That was phenomenal, amazing, spectacular. Other descriptive words. I can't believe there was no intro. They went straight to the, you know, the special one where they just do a da 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 da. They didn't do the intro. So the last episode we saw the opening theme and didn't know that was the final time we'd be seeing it. I really don't know what to say. And anything that I could possibly try and add from this point on would just be delaying the inevitable. So, let's talk about what my expectations are for the beginning of the end. I know there are some major plot things happening because we're about to start preparing to go and attack Andreas because he plans to invade Earth tonight. We know what's going to happen. Anne and Sasha are going to meet Darcy. And because they know all of Marcy's memories, they're going to know exactly how to manipulate them. And it's all going to go horrible. The one thing I will say is every other penultimate episode of the seasons. So, you know, Season 1, Episode 19B, Anne of the Year. Season 2, Episode 19B, Battle of the Bands. They serve as this victory lap for the season. You know, kind of just allowing us to put into perspective just how much ground we have covered over the past, like, however many episodes. Like, Anne of the Year, it was all about how much Anne has grown and changed over her time in Wartwood. And Battle of the Bands, it was all about, you know, Sasha someone finally getting through to Sasha and having her realise that she doesn't have to be in control all the time. And then No Big Deal, which was about, again, going back to just how much Anne and Marcy have changed and grown and how their time on Amphibia has changed them. And this can't just be a victory lap for the season, though. We have a lot of plot stuff to deal with, obviously. But this has to be a victory lap for the entire show. So I am expecting there are going to be a lot of cameos from, you know, random characters we haven't seen in ages. And, you know, we're just going to get this sense of just, this is how far we have come. Over 55 episodes have been building to this. But, like I said, I can't delay the inevitable any further. So, here we go. Amphibia, Season 3, Episode 16B, The Beginning of the End. In 3, 2, 1. My heart is beating out of my chest. Flashback.
Guys? Oh, you guys fell asleep. Again.
What was the one rule of sleepovers? Never ever go to sleep.
Today we give evil a big fat wedgie!
I wrote that line.
Ramsey, I need a moment with Anne. Can you ride with the plan?
I just put a playlist together of rad tunes to get me amped for the battle.
I'm so proud of you. We need to talk about Marcy.
were thinking about her too, huh?
She got us stuck here on purpose, Anne.
Remember that movie she used to make us watch? War of the Warlocks? And how we'd always fall asleep?
It was a 3-hour movie.
It wasn't just that movie, though. We ignored all her interests. We might have ignored her needs, too.
Can we really save this friendship?
I don't know. But we have to try.
You do have to try, because that's been what the entire show's about. The tennis racket and Sasha's sword. Oh, I know I have been very critical about Anne using that tennis racket, but if it doesn't come out one more time, I'm gonna be annoyed.
People of Amphibia, are we gonna sit here and let the past steal our future? No!
Oh, look at them all.
All right, we get in, get the music box, save Marcy. Got it? Got it. Let's go.
Yeah, about that, about saving Marcy, there's something you should probably know.
Forgiveness is hard, and it can take time. But believe me,
Oh,
it's worth it.
no, I don't want to do this. I can't do this.
Going somewhere.
No! Go Grime! Fell in the bellhop! Someone save Wally! No!
Don't stop on my account.
Put the sword away! No one is allowed to die!
Sasha, remember that super dance fusion routine we always used to do? How could I forget?
Oh, look at him go!
No, wait. Marcy has changed. She's no longer the girl you knew.
Neither are me and Sasha.
No!
I can't believe it. It's over. We've won.
Wait, what?
No, they didn't. They didn't. Stop shaking.
Your friend? Don't be silly. You're not friends. Not anymore. In examining Marcy's memories, it's doubtful you ever were.
Sasha, don't listen to this thing.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Your rebellion is over.
It can't be.
We've lost.
We must retreat. There's nothing else we can do.
No, there is! No!
To do what you could not. Kill Anne.
No!
Are you sure this will return the stone's power to the box? What if killing me somehow extinguishes the box's power altogether?
Unprecedented. We cannot reach a consensus.
Oh! Oh, we're gonna see all the human characters now, I guess. They're here! No. No. I don't want it to end. I really don't. The beginning of the end. It certainly was. This is going to be one of those where we are just going to have to take it in order. So, you know, from the very beginning, we open in the Planter family tunnels as everyone's getting ready for the rebellion. You get to see it, you know, bunch of people. I loved Grime with the playlist on Sasha's phone. That was incredible. And then Anne and Sasha discussing how they have treated Marcy throughout their entire friendship. Anne suggesting that maybe by ignoring her interests, they were ignoring her needs, and just allowing her to see how she has taken them for granted. And the question of, after everything that's happened, can this friendship be salvaged? Because when they go back home, Marcy is still going to move away, right? So, what's gonna happen here? And just the Sasha struggling to figure out if they can ever trust Marcy again after this, if they can forgive her for stranding them in Amphibia, getting them involved in this war that they've indirectly caused. It's difficult, but that's what these characters have had to deal with, because Anne talking about how forgiveness isn't easy, but it's worth it, in referring to both Sasha and Hot Pop, which, oh, that pulled on my heartstrings right there. I very much relate to the situation Marcy was in, where, you know, it felt like no one around her was interested in the same thing she was, and she often felt ignored and pushed to the side, sort of like an afterthought in her friends' lives. I mean, without getting too deep into it, that is something I greatly relate to, and it just added another layer of emotion onto this already emotional cake that we are having to consume. We didn't see a lot or more of like the other characters that we hadn't already seen this season, but we did see Bella the Bellhop. We did see her make a cameo appearance. And then they snuck into the castle, had to save Olivia and Yunnan, which thank God that happened, because I'm really rooting for those two to be endgame. And it'd be hard to do that if they were mind-controlled. And then they got caught by Darcy. And exactly as I predicted, they started using Marcy's memories to know exactly how to manipulate Anne and Sasha. And it's, how they effortlessly just ripped into Anne. It was, I mean, emotionally ripped into Anne. They tried to physically rip into Anne, but thankfully our girl is smarter than that. So she's bought herself some time before they go and dissect her. In the meantime, everyone else is going to get fitted for mind control collars, which now I'm imagining the first part of the finale all in. It's going to have to be about Anne finding a way to get herself free and saving her family and friends from the mind control collars. And that's going to be quite traumatizing. It's because, you know, it's going to get to a point where we're going to have to watch Anne and Sprig fight. And Anne and Sasha fight again. Again, for Andreas, I have no sympathy whatsoever. I demand his head on a pike. So much happened. So much emotion. So much action. So many shocking revelations. The army's retreating. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back just when all hope seems lost, because that's what they do in shows like this. Because the residents of Wartwood, Mrs. Croker, Wally, Loggle, Ivy, Felicia, they are not going to abandon the planters. They're going to be thinking of something. Speaking of Wally, the Moss Man saving him from the robot, and Again, I know I keep saying this, but I just want to keep talking. Because if I just keep talking, then we don't have to get to the final episodes. Because Andres is on Earth. It's happening. The thing we've been waiting for all season, the thing we've been building to. It's here. Here we go. This is it. I'm not going to watch the finale in 2 parts. I'm not going to do 2 separate videos. I'm going to watch this finale as it should be released. 1 full 40-minute episode, and I don't know why Disney didn't do that, because that's probably how the crew produced it. Okay. If you happen to be new around here, feel free to subscribe and comment down below, as it helps me out a whole lot. Also, liking the video wouldn't hurt either. And as always, a huge massive thank you to the wonderful, beautiful souls Charles Dugan, Caleb Abington, The Wacky Deli, Andy Reacts, Wan C, Jason S, ELS Art, Torai Matson, and Resplendent Nova for supporting me over on Patreon. If you want to support the future of this channel and me as a creator, you can do so by heading over and becoming a member of my Patreon, which will be linked in the description and comments down below. But of course, it's entirely optional, and I greatly appreciate every single person who watches and enjoys my content. Now, I'm going to go lay down and probably cry a lot, so thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see ya real soon.